Greetings, my excellent friends. My name is Gavaroc Fevinor, and this is the story of Hildibrand Manderville. The gang's gathered at St. Gott's Emporium, where we're chasing up some leads on our very suspicious octopus. So join me, my ever-loyal Gala kitten, and our main cast of Hildibrand, Nashu, Ellie, and Briardian, as we fight in the tournament and see if we can't finally actually do something constructive in this endless quest to tackle the Thief of Many Faces. Me personally, I think we're going to bugger it up again, but, you know, we'll do our best. Do you feel the anticipation in the air, my friend? This shall go down in Eorzean history as the greatest battle since I slew that dragon. That did actually happen, yes? You're telling me, Hildy, it was your life. Briardian has seen enough incompetence for the day, and yet still, there is more. The Coliseum Conundrum. Well, that merchant proved to be a spectacular waste of time. Time which is in short supply. We must return to the Coliseum before the battles begin. Here is the plan, Gavaroc. I shall find a suitable vantage point to observe Miss Avila in combat. Until I have ascertained the trickery behind her abilities, you are to keep a wide berth of her blade. Understood? Ready and raring to go. Return to the Coliseum to speak with one Dour Meadow. Do you feel the Yeah, you already said that, except you said it over the other side of the map. I shall find a suitable vantage point to observe Miss Avila in combat. Until I have ascertained the trickery behind her abilities, you are to keep a wide berth of her blade. Understood? You know, I think he may have said that too. Oh well. What is Eorzea if not a land of repetition? There you are! I was this close to starting the melee without you. I'd be remiss not to tell you that there's been a slight change of plans. Another contestant suffered a last-minute injury, and none other than our very own Ultros has stepped in to take his place. With everyone's favourite octopus joining you two in the fray, spectators are just pouring in, and bookmakers across town are raking in the gill, which ain't a bad thing for us. Word has it that Master Feargeist himself is quite taken with my promotional skills. Aye, the future's looking bright for old Dour Meadow, it is. So what say ye? Are you ready to get your arses kicked? I'm ready for battle, yes. I don't believe I'm ready to get my arse kicked. Aye, that's what I like to hear. Ladies and gents, it is time for blades to whirl and limbs to fly. Quite fond of my limbs. I'd really rather they stay attached to the rest of me. I suppose the other guys here could lose some too. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, plutocrats and paupers, open your eyes and steel your stomachs. The Mithril Cup, brought to you by our ever-charitable friends at Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern. Your concern is our concern. Is about to begin. Who will stand atop the heap of maimed bodies and twisted limbs to claim victory? Will it be the tempestuous Avila of Alamigo, Gavaroc, the famed warrior of light? Or who was that grinning fool again? Ah, that's right. Humberbatch, agent of infamy and imbecile extraordinaire! Or will it be our 11th hour entry, Ultros, the 8-legged purple purveyor of pain? Or possibly it'll be one of those minor NPCs who I didn't even bother to give the names of. Here I am! Did you miss me? Aye, I'd say we have a battle for the ages here, folks. Combatants, take your positions, and let the battles begin! Sorry, I'm contractually obligated not to kill anybody unless there's a solo duty marker beforehand. So we'll just have to do this in cutscene.
Alright, you know the deal. We team up, wipe out the others. Then, when it's just the two of us, I'll take a dive.
And you receive your share of the winnings. I have not forgotten our promise. Treachery! Weapons are drawn! Muscles are flexed! Swords whoosh through the wind! Avila makes mincemeat out of all of the, unimportant ones. Avila shows off. Look at Avila's blade spin! Why, she's a veritable whirlwind of death and destruction out there. They breed 'em tough in Alamigo, that's for certain. You are next. Good luck!
Here we go, ladies and gents! Once my buddy gets a whiff of these raw truffles, he'll be sneezing up a storm. Literally! Nothing like the rich aroma of roasted truffles. All this fighting is giving Uncle Alti an appetite. Is it time for dinner yet? Wait a minute. Roasted truffles?
Braised in a savoury sauce, just like Mother used to make them. Feel free to have seconds. There's a whole sackful where that came from.
That meddling musclehead!
What's taking him so damned long? The girl's gaze gives it away. Open that gate at once. What is that monstrosity?
Mr. Typhon, is that your stomach I hear rumbling? Could I interest you in some roasted truffles, perhaps?
Don't stand so close to the giant mouth, Hildibrand. What fascinating friends you have, Alti! Why, just look at this charming little nose. Is he perhaps suffering from a case of the sniffles? Could it be? Avila's vaunted Tempest Blade. It was that monster all along. The girl played us all for fools. A curious strategy. Stand with your back to the gate and then the monster sneezes.
Don't look at me! It was all her idea. I'm just a stupid octopus.
You were the one who approached me, you double-dealing fiend.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to experience the thrill of battle, you know, for my work and all. Come on, Dower. Has Uncle Alti ever lied to you? Other than now.
What did I tell you? I knew there was something fishy about that Alamegan whore. Alamegans. Beggars and brutes, the lot of them. We give them a home in our lands, and this is the thanks we get. Send her to Garlemald for all I care. Just get her out of my sight before I get sick. Ah, the racism begins. Perfect. But I just wanted to... My sister...
I feel for the girl, really. My little octopus heart goes out to her. But the rules are the rules, right? Now, if Uncle Alti may be so bold... I I say we call off the melee and have a final showdown between the 3 remaining competitors. That would be me, my buddy Typhon, and Gavaroc here. What do you say, Mr. Warrior Light?
Aye, that's what we want to see! Ultros! 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 Well, this is a most unprecedented turn of events. But who am I to deny the wishes of such a passionate crowd of martial arts aficionados? The venue! Halatali. The fighters! The tag team of Ultros and Typhon versus the Warrior of Light and his 7 imaginary friends. Who will be left standing when the storm has settled? Be there or miss a battle for the ages. Ah. He did not fight as a gentleman. So, to review, the truffles were to elicit a sneeze from the octopus's oversized crony, which would be positioned so as to appear it was coming from the Alamegan girl's blade, allowing the two to sweep away their opponents with ease. No wonder I wasn't able to see it sooner. It's quite possibly the most imbecilic scheme I've encountered in my years as a consulting inspector. At any rate, we have no choice but to trust in your abilities now, Gavaroc. Let us make for Halatali, I suppose. And indeed we shall. Ah, Camp Drybone. Another place full of memories for a seasoned Eorzean adventurer such as I. It was not long after I joined the Scions of the Seventh Dawn that I was sent here to investigate. Rumors of the Amalja summoning their primal. We met this man here. Isambard. Quite an evocative name, Isambard. I remember one of the tasks that we had to do for him. We had to collect a pile of bodies and deliver them back to him. It was a distasteful job, really, to be lugging human corpses around, so I came up with a jaunty tune to remind myself of what it was that I was doing and how it was important, and bring some light and levity. I carried the bodies, skipped, whistled, and of course sang, "We're taking the corpses to Isambard! Bard! 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 We're taking the corpses to Isambard!" Not really sure what inspired that tune, but it made the whole thing quite a bit less distasteful. So I'm grateful to my brain for having invented it. There is no telling what inane trickery that octopus would attempt next. Be on your guard, Gavaroc. I suppose if anyone can defeat those fiends, it's you. Be safe, Gavaroc. Well, this tourney's turned into a right mess. With all the trouble I took preparing consolation prizes for the melee, it looks like we won't be needing them after all. Of course, as long as you're bringing in the spectators and the profits, I could give a gnat's arse. Now I know what you're thinking. 2 against 1 ain't fair, especially when one of the two is the size of a small house. So here's the deal. Why don't you bring along some of your friends for the battle? Let's say 7 of them. That should even the odds, eh? And with a merry hand wave, we justify the fact that duty trials are 8 men. And it became thus time to fight Ultros at the Dragon's Neck. Once again, I was led to recall how difficult it can be for a red mage to find a ready and raring group in quick time. So perhaps I would again have to swap to my side job of healing. Much as I prefer not to engage in such a dull task, I would do it for the sake of a faster pop. And indeed, a wait time of 8 minutes does not strike me as particularly fun today. So we shall resign ourselves. Change our outfit to our striking white healing suit. And somehow still be struck with a 6-minute timer? Now that is quite a thing. Very well. And so at last, the trial lay before me. After an I shit you not 14-minute wait. But such are the things we do. Combatants! The final confrontation will be held here, atop the Dragon's Neck. If all members of a team fall from the platform... Oh, God.
Seafood soup is not on the menu today, kids!
Fall from the platform, they forfeit the match, and that was far too quick for a dramatic line reading such as what I was attempting to do. The first question. That an adventurer such as myself had to ask is, do I remember how to heal? As the last time that I healed at all was in fact the last time you saw me do that when we were going up against Gilgamesh. It's not something I enjoy.
I know what you're thinking. Man, that was cheap. Sorry, so sorry.
But nonetheless, so far and so good. The damage my comrades was taking was rather light. Oh, no. My ability to remain atop a platform was shite. As the mighty Typhon shouted, "Further!" Oh. Bugger wank. That is quite a lot of the group knocked off at the same time there, I believe, as Dower Meadows said. If everybody goes at once, we have ourselves in dire need of a do-over. But so long as one person in the team is competent.
Too clingy for you? What do you expect? I'm an octopus!
We should be fine. Oh, good. Contrary to popular belief, the Warrior of Light did not in fact earn his title based on his martial prowess. No. He earned that title based on the 7 friends that were always there to carry him through his struggles. I don't even know where that red mage went. Oh, for the love of flanks. Sure, would be terrible to be on camera right now. Might get judged. But blessedly, the combat ended.
Thwarted again! I feel like such a sucker.
And Gavaroc claims the Mithril Cup. And there was much gratitude towards the Warrior of Light's mighty friends.
and a wind-up Ultros was obtained. Exciting.
You did it, Gavaroc!
With any luck, we've seen the last of that lecherous devilfish. Good show, Gavaroc. Your performance has earned us front-row seats at the awards ceremony. This should afford us the perfect vantage point to thwart the thief. Come, let us return to the Coliseum. Of course, with our combat duties finished, there was no need to continue to play the part of White Mage, as we swapped back into our elegant top-hat monocle outfit. All felt right with the world once again. As we move towards the finale of this chapter, and realized that it would be faster if we used the Aetheryte crystal to go straight to the Gladiators Guild. We unnecessarily walked up and down the stairs like a buffoon, after which we collected ourselves, almost travelled to the Goldsmiths Guild by accident, corrected ourselves again, and went to the correct place. To Dower Meadow, to claim our spoils. The ceremony will begin any moment now. Be on your guard. Our adversary may be anywhere or anyone. A most remarkable display of martial skill, my adventuring friend. Clearly you have been observing me well in our travels together. It was a battle for the ages, but a worthy victor has risen to claim the spoils. And now, let's take a look at the relic that our champion has won. I hope those two aren't the relic. Behold, from the personal vaults of Master Feargeist himself, the Warden's Grace, a timeless treasure the likes of which our realm has never seen. One that's earned the attention of Eorzea's most prominent pilferer. Shiny. Above you. Ladies and gentlemen, inspectors and invertebrates, the opening act dragged on over long, but worry not. The main event is about to begin. I know that you paid well for your seats here today, but I can assure you that my performance will not leave you disappointed. Now, I invite one and all to sit back and enjoy the show. Ooh, fireworks! Wait, hang on. That's the bad guy! Don't get distracted by the fireworks! Vile fiend! Mark my words, you have stolen your last treasure! I swear it, on the Manderville name! Oh no. I think not, Hildegard. Greg? 'Tis always a pleasure to reunite with old friends, but your timing truly leaves something to be desired. Gavaroc! You bested me once, but not today. I shall have my revenge when I pierce your chest with my spear! Do you not mean your skewer? What? Ah! My spear! Well, at least Enkidu's happy. What?
Vile thief! Is there not a shred of honor in you? Return my weapon at once!
Oh, it seems we have an unexpected guest. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I fear attendance at today's performance is by invitation only. Oh no. Oh dear.
Huh? Now it's raining truffles. But the battle's already... Mr. Typhon? Just a moment. I'm sure I had a tissue here somewhere.
Oh look, the treasure. Alas and alack! The ring sails straight into the hands of the fiend!
Giving up so soon, are we? Those don't sound like the words of a Manderville man.
Good throw, that. 10 out of 10. Also in the genre of good throws. But of course, Father! Brilliant! If the ring won't come to me, I shall go to the ring! Why, it'll be just like Dalamud!
Hildibrand Helidor Maximilian Manderville. Skyward, as only a Manderville can! 3 times for good measure.
Father! You know not your own strength! And so the Coliseum had a hole put in it.
$997, 998, 990, whatever it was. Ah! This is very unpleasant. Actually, never mind, it's rather fun. I'm an intercontinental imbecilic missile. Oh. These legs, they look strangely, familiar. Ah!
Put a little too much spin on that one, it seems. Not exactly as planned, but who can argue with the results? Save for one thing. This ring is a fake. Still gleams. But no matter. I have a feeling this will lead me to the true treasure. Until next time, friends, you have been a most attentive audience. That key! Bloody hells! Guards, seize the fiend at once! Flashbang? Poor Dour Meadow. And of course, ever the admirer of explosions. It's too late, sir. The second prize, the Ring of Inquiry. It's gone. Second prize? What is the meaning of this? Many-faced fiend or no, the man spoke true. A master goldsmith's eyes cannot be deceived. This sun sphere is clearly a second-rate replica. Preposterous! It's, just, the dim lighting. Yes, if you'll just step over here. Oh no. Have you taken ill, friend? You seem to be perspiring. Most heavily. Let's not be so hasty, friends. I can explain. As he walks away. Ah, Hildibrand. Welcome back. You look well. I sold out my honor. Joined forces with that odious octopus. All for a false treasure. What a fool I have been. Whatever was I thinking? Do not berate yourself so, Miss Avila. Why, it was exactly as you said, was it not? You were thinking of dear Hegelina, and nothing more. I suppose I was at that. Huh? How do you know my sister's name? I assure you, young miss, under no circumstances did I tail you to the Nanawa mines to eavesdrop on your intimately personal dialogue with your beloved sister. I would never do that. Oh no, not me. It was, Briardian. He did it. Heh. Sorry. You have the right of it. Blinded by the prospect of fortune and fame, I lost sight of myself and what I truly was fighting for. My honor and my sister's trust will not easily be regained, but I will not shirk from the challenge. One mystery still remains. Before the thief had identified the ring as fake, he had already acquired the key to the storeroom. Clearly the second prize, this Ring of Inquiry, was his target from the start. But why? There must be some pattern to the items the fiend has stolen. A pattern that betrays his true intentions. The treaty blade, Azema's virtue, the Ring of Inquiry, All relics with quite a history. Or, to be more precise, relics from the era of the Balladians. Oh! If that is so, the answer is clear as day. The Fiend means to found Eorzea's greatest museum of Balladian history, pushing up the prices and gouging honest men out of their hard-earned coin. Doubtless another one of his cards would appear on the scene to tell us just as much. Right?
It does feel like that time. But from where could it possibly come? And who shall take the hit? That is a big card. I see. The Phantom Thief is Luxord from the Kingdom Hearts series. Oh dear. There's no escaping this. It is your fate to be squashed by the card, Briardian. You must accept it. Oh no. Oh dear. Nashu, that was quite powerful. Oh god! Oh, missed me. Very good. Well, at least it's slightly raised. Makes it easier to read. I have enjoyed our little game, but all good things must come to an end. I shall claim the 4 sacred treasures, and justice shall be served. So this is the thief's final challenge to us. But what are these 4 treasures of which he speaks?
Where the 4 treasures of Balladia become one, the wicked shall be judged in the blazing light of the sun. An old legend, little more than a fairy tale at that, and yet it seems the Phantom believes there is some truth in these words.
4 sacred relics from Balladia? Bloody hell. The Warden's justice? Lofty words coming from a glorified footpad. One who's winning over the common folk by the day. If rumours are to be believed. It would seem the tales of a master thief ruffling the feathers of the rich and famous have won the man more than a few admirers. Consider his targets thus far. An Ul'dan collector and her hired thugs, a trading mogul and the brass blades, and now a mining magnate and the stone torches. Is it any surprise that the sympathies of ordinary Uldans would lie with the perpetrator rather than his victims? Astutely observed, Miss Ellie. Our quarry clearly harbours no small degree of resentment for wealth and authority. Might his next target be a member of the Syndicate? Perhaps the Sultana herself.
Ha ha! Then it will be to his downfall. For the greater the challenge, the higher I rise. Just one moment, if you would. There we go. Mark my words, ye of many faces. There is but one man who shall lay claim to the 4 lost relics of Balladia, and it shall be Hildibrand, agent of enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire.
Yes, I'm sure that inspires us all with great confidence.
Was that No, it couldn't be. Ha! Methinks Godbert may need a new pair of spectacles. What could he have seen? And finally, after a very long time, most of which was spent waiting for the trial, we have reached the end of this chapter of the story of Hildibrand Manderville. It's a race to recover the 4 lost relics of Balladia. As the fiend's true identity and aspirations are revealed, will Eorzea fall prey to the forces of evil? Or will our hero do what only a Manderville can? Hildibrand will return in her last vow.
The key to the next case is a mask. Have you ever worn a mask for so long that you forgot what you actually looked like?
Honey, in the year 2021? Yes.
I have! And how did they freeze in mid-air like that? Talk about a mystery. Ah well. See you next time!
I suppose there is a chance that this video won't go out until 2022. But nonetheless, it was recorded in 2021. Still, that brings this chapter to a close. The penultimate chapter in this first Hildibrand Manderville story. We shall return in time with the final chapter. Divided into 5 parts, I believe. But nonetheless, the climax looms. And if you aren't excited, then you must be already dead, because I can think of no grander adventure than this. Fare thee well.